Good morning, guys, and welcome to my channel where I'm going to be working on a gingerbread house. So I'm going to post this excuse me, on both my channels, on my junk journal channel just for something fun and different for Christmas, and here on my miniatures channel. So everybody's going to get to see it, and you'll also have an opportunity to look at how the world of miniatures and the world of junk journaling, as far as supplies anyhow, have a lot in common. Now, I went to the Dollar Tree, and originally, was where I got these. Excuse me. Originally, I was going to make a special shapes journal, and I thought this would be the perfect journal cover for a gingerbread journal I was making as a guest designer, as a design team. I'm also a guest designer on another project, that's why I said that, as a designer for Decorate Your Life. Now, she put out, it was a gingerbread Christmas, and it's the little journal's not with me right now, it's in another room. But anyhow, it was going to be for a paper pack that was 8 1/4 by 8 1/4. Now, I will leave the link to her shop in the description box in case you guys want to jump over there and maybe get some of her Christmas related the gingerbread kit in particular, to make yourself a gingerbread house, or a special shapes gingerbread journal. I'm going to use these to make the gingerbread house, and I got a priority mailbox. I had messed this one up trying to get it sent out, so I'm not going to throw it away, I'll repurpose it. And so you're going to need cardboard. These are going to be my ends, like so. And then once we get the shell built, I will have to bring the camera like up here and work here so you guys can see what goes inside of it. Or, yeah, I think that's probably what I'll do. Let me bring it back down here very slowly. Okay, so you're going to need a good glue. I recommend a wood glue, or actually Fabrifix works pretty good. This foam board adhesive works pretty good. Tacky glue works really good. And that's about what I'll be using inside. So I do have some texture paste that I'm trying to use up. So for the outside of my house here, where it looks a little rough, I will probably do this. You could use spackling, but again, I don't have my spackling right here with me. And this is kind of like a paper texture once it dries. So I'm just going to go over kind of the doorway here where I took that door off, but I didn't do such a great job. And I'm okay if it doesn't turn out perfect. Mainly I just want to get the lumps and bumps out. And then once I want to cover up my Christmas tree. Once it dries, I can come back in and sand it and paint it. But like I said, I just mainly wanted to get those rough edges smooth so it doesn't look like there used to be a door there, right? And then on the other side, where I cut out those windows, it was a little rough too. So let's see, and I'll go here in a while. I'll go in and take my Dremel and cut the rest of those windows out. I was using a, what do you call it? X-Acto blade. And it was actually working pretty good. Again, I just want to kind of smooth this out. This will have probably brown paper bag over it, so you're not going to see as much here as you would on the front. As far as these, this is not the best tool to be using for this either. So there we go. Anyhow, I'm going to go in later, like I said, with my Dremel and clean out those insides. Okay, so there we go. That's this guy, and we'll set him aside to dry because we're not going to do much with him at the moment. We are going to, hopefully in this video, get the floor and the walls cut out and ready to, well, maybe even glue in. And you will want some tape also, masking tape. And it serves as an extra set of hands. So let me grab my masking tape. We're looking at the one. I didn't think about that sooner. Well, I used to have rolls and rolls and rolls of tape. That's okay. I will use washi tape. And then I'll find my masking tape in a little while. But washi tape will work if that's all you have. Alrighty. So washi tape it is then. And I have some of that here. Alright, so the back side. I was measuring this so that it would fit. It's going to fit like so. Right? So I need to measure this piece. And then there's this little indentation here. I'm going to go past it because I think that's supposed to indicate snow built up on the ground. So I'm either going to cut that tip off, which is probably what I should do, is just cut that tip off. Yeah, we're just going to cut that tip off, guys. Because, like I said, it just is a visual of what they're thinking is snow. Okay, there's one side. And there's the other side. There. Now we can just go right up to that corner. Perfect. So I want to measure this from here. It's 4 inches. So we're going to cut this first piece 4 inches wide. And then once we've cut that 4 inches wide times 2, because you need one for this side and one for that side. And then I don't have to cut through any extra. Okay, so let's get this cut at 4 inches. And I'm using this for probably furniture. Okay, 4 inches. Oh, that scared the snot out of me. I'm gonna fall again. Wood. Okay, so we're gonna go down. We're gonna measure to 4 inches, and that's gonna be right there. Find my mark here again. I better just use a pencil like most people would. Oh, check these out. I use these. These are Jolly Rancher crayons. And this is the cherry. I don't know what color this is. I thought it was black. We'll find out. It is the Jolly Rancher cherry scent. And they definitely smell good. Okay, so we're going to want it right there. Yep, it was flat. Now this is where it's important to get a straight cut. And we'll what I do is I'm taking the bottom. Oh, you guys probably can't see that. There we go. I'm taking the bottom of my ruler and I'm lining it up with the line on my box here. My cutting that, I mean. And so it's straight. Okay, and then I know I need to cut to the top of that. And then I'm going to go back in. I'm going to line myself up. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure from the top of this line. And that's not right. It should be here. And here. So this is how mistakes get made. You want to be sure that you're 4 inches all the way across. See how even if you use wow, that didn't seem right. I wonder if I measured from that. Okay, so we're going to go from here now all the way down. The last thing we need is a mistake. Being off in our measurements is not good. Okay, so now I'll take my ruler. I hate coming back in and trimming. We're trying to get it. Oh, I went way crooked. Do you see how easy mistakes are made? Let's try this again. Hey guys, what am I doing? I was better off just doing it by hand here. I'm sorry for all of the silence the moment I couldn't talk and cut very well. Okay, so now we know. We'll make this the top of the wall. It's still a little short, a little tall, I mean. About 1/8 of an inch, actually. Okay. Well, that's all right. I can take that off. Okay, so now we want to know how wide we want the wall. So I was thinking the same width as the floor. Right, the same width. We're going to make it as square as we can. So we're going to cut it here. And I was kind of hoping, nope, I'm about to get a second piece. All right, we'll save that. So now we have one wall. Okay, so that's going to be the back side of the house. Okay. And then we'll have the same distance. I'll show you what I mean. And actually, looking at this, I don't have to cut it. Well, this is where the washi tape is handy. I have not done this in a while, guys. I'm a little out of practice. Okay. Find the end of my tape. Okay, we'll go here. All right, there we go. All right, so this will be the back, and then this will be the other side. And I just want to get a feel for how deep this is going to be. I'm pretty much thinking an open floor plan is what I'm thinking. Yes, just like so. It'll be like that. I know that looks huge in the camera, but it really isn't. So it's just slightly over 4 inches tall and 10 inch. I think it was 10. Was it 10? No, 4 by 8. Okay, 4 by 8. And then the floor will also be 4 by 8. Floor by 8. Yes, the floor will be 4 by 8. 4 by 8. And I will cut it out of here along with this extra side. Okay, so I'm going to do that off camera, and then in our next video we'll be putting the pieces together, gluing it, and then we'll get ready to decorate. Before though, I want to show you, you're going to want to get something to cover this. I plan on using brown paper bag because, like I said, I want it to be a true something this color. I want it to be a true gingerbread house. And then I'll probably go over this with some paint. Yeah. All right, so if you have cardstock or cardboard, that would be great too. All right, guys, so I'm going to go off camera now. I just want you to see how to get started. So if you're going to want to craft along with me, go get yourself 2 of these houses and get this door taken off unless you want, you know, several doors. I'm just going to have one on one side, and then decorate the inside, and then when we get to the outside wall, we'll probably decorate it like this. Okay, so I'll show you all of that in the next video, guys. All right, thanks for coming along, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next